Okay, well, here we are outside the Finnegan's Irish pub now. Yeah, there's a lot of noise inside there, so we decided to do this outside. 3-0 to England. England 3, Wales 0. And to be totally honest, okay, the first half, we were absolutely abysmal. And I really didn't know whether or not, okay, we would win this game. That was how bad we was. So, it was a game of two halves. We won 3-0, top of the league, okay?
Top of the league, yeah.
Yeah, top of the league. Well, top of our group rather than top of the league, yeah? And we got Senegal in the next round. What did you think of it?
Yeah, I thought, same as you. First half, very, very subdued in terms of performance again. Not able to find the right passes, not able to move around enough to make the movements, to get the space. Yet again, very dismal display. We've had 3 poor halves of football now from England this World Cup. 2 against the USA, obviously. 1 against Wales. We weren't that great against Iran in the first half either, I don't think. But was that right?
You know what? We won 6-2.
Yeah.
So I would take Iran out of the equation. But then again, saying that, yeah, I wouldn't even count Iran. So I don't count that. So I would go with your 3 really bad halves, yeah? The 2 against USA and the first half against Wales.
Second half against Iran, I think I'm talking about. I think we're 4-0 by half time, actually. But yeah. I think it's a difficult one now to gauge where England are, really, because obviously we've beaten today in Wales a team that's very much in decline. They've achieved a great achievement for Wales to get to this World Cup. I think the first one in 58 years, or whatever it was, 54 years, sorry. Their players have obviously been at their prime in previous tournaments, and I think we saw that this tournament. The Bales, the Allens, the Ramses, of that Welsh team, just haven't been able to form in this World Cup. We've beat them comprehensively tonight in 3-0. Great result for England in terms of qualification to the last 16 from the group. Is it still really a convincing performance enough for us to take on the likes of France, who are in our path? I'm not sure.
Well, look, we got Senegal in the last 16, yeah? Which is a decent team as well, to be totally honest. Okay, they finished second in their group, but that's understandable. We got some clips. Okay, we were recording in the pub, but there wasn't that much in the pub. In the first half, we have absolutely no recording of it because it was like the USA game where we was here, but we didn't record anything in the pub because there was nothing to basically, celebrate. Okay, it was a dour game. First half was the same thing, and then straight away in the second half, bam, boom, boom, goal. Okay, and 3 goals. Okay, which, like I said, a game of 2 halves. Okay, would never have imagined that, but that's football for you. I'm happy, but I don't know. Okay, we didn't record when the England fans, okay, and that's including me and you, but there were other England fans singing, "He's coming home, he's coming home," and I just wasn't gonna do that again.
No, we've been there before. That song started off with 30 years of hurt. It's been a fair few more decades since then. Without winning a trophy for the men's team, obviously the women's team winning the Euros.
Yeah.
In the summer was a major achievement for English football as a whole. But yeah, I think it's a bit premature to get too excited about results like this. Wales have been very poor this World Cup. I feel sorry for their fans, but their fans are realistic. They knew it was coming to the end of the era of where they've had some exceptional performances at tournaments, and as I keep on saying, what give all credit to those Wales fans in here today were fantastic, and you can't you love football when it's like that. When it's like that, and it's you've got one set of sounds singing. You want where's your fans? Where's your fans singing? Well, they only started singing when it was 3-0, to be honest, which is pretty disappointing. Occasional football fans for me, not proper football fans.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. The Wales fans were they were the only ones that you could hear, to be totally honest, yeah? We couldn't hear any English supporters in the pub until we scored.
I thought it was just me and you, mate. I thought it was just me and you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, I was quite surprised when we scored and the whole pub just went wild, yeah? Because I'm thinking to myself, hold on a second, at the beginning, it's just the Wales supporters singing, yeah? None of the English fans were singing, okay? They were all quiet. And we've got to take into account, we're not at the stadium. We're in an Irish pub. So, I don't know, maybe that had something to do with it. What do you think?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you don't usually sing in the pub, but when you've got other set of fans singing in the pub, you'll have a go, won't you? I mean,
yeah, exactly. No, I don't agree with you. Of course you sing in the pub. Of course you sing in the pub, yeah? You're watching your team. You got to support them. You sing. And that's exactly what the Welsh fans did. Yeah. And enough respect to them. Enough respect to all you Welsh supporters. Yeah. And, I mean, we met them here in the Euros. Great bunch of supporters. I personally think they deserve more for the support they give their team, yeah? Unfortunately, they don't have maybe the choices, okay, of players which we have.
Well, they don't have the conveyor belt of players that England, I guess, do, or Germany do, or France do. You know, a small nation football-wise, obviously a rugby nation as well. Rugby is a dominant sport in Wales. So, you know, credit to them to get to a World Cup, to be honest, not to be patronising by that in any way by that. I think it's, you know, a great achievement after so many years. A little bit disappointing for them, I think, with the way they performed. Obviously, this was a big game for them. To lose 3-0. Well, for Wales to lose 3-0 against England in the World Cup is you know, I think they would have been okay with a draw. Obviously wanted to win. Well, at half time it was a draw. So
yeah, but Matt, I predicted 3 or 4-0. Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. At the end of the first half, I'd agree with you. I didn't see that happening. They came alive. Okay, they scored 2 goals. Okay, in succession, and we ended up winning 3-0. Yeah, so. But to be totally honest, Wales have been poor this whole tournament.
Yeah. I agree. They have.
So,
to lose to Iran 2-0, I think was. They were in that game. They were playing parts of that game, but they never really had any period of dominance. And actually, I watched all the second half of that game, and Iran did actually beat Wales quite comprehensively. Hit the post twice. I think we already mentioned that in previous segment. So yeah, just disappointing for the fans, really, because I mean, you know, it's an exciting thing to get to a World Cup when you've not been there for a long time, and to end up being pretty much good result against USA though. Who look like a good strong team actually. I've got to give credit to USA. They look like a strong team.
Yeah, no, I quite agree. Listen, now let's go on to the future, if you like, of the World Cup for us. Yeah, we're now about to, in the last 16, we're going to play Senegal.
So yeah, we've got Senegal in the last 16. That was confirmed today.
Yeah, what's your prediction on that? How do you see us?
Tough game for us. Again, a team that can play a little bit like the USA, who obviously, gave us a lot of problems.
Yeah, but we should be beating Senegal. Come on.
We should be beating a lot of teams, but it's not. I'm still not inspired by confidence with England. Like, we may end up eating our hat about Gareth Southgate.
I hope so.
We may very much do. I mean, I feel sorry for you. You've got a cloth one. I'm going to make mine out of chocolate. But I think it's definitely a definite potential banana skin for us, for England, should I say? And
we are England.
Well, we are English. Yeah, we are English. Yeah. But I'll go on to say, you look at the strong teams in this tournament. I really have been impressed with France. I've really been impressed with Spain. They didn't have the best game against Germany, to be honest, and drew 1-1.
And the Netherlands, yeah.
Yeah, the Netherlands are, coming up on the rails, if you like. Brazil, obviously, everyone's pre-tournament favourites. Argentina starting slowly. Who would have thought? They're going to maybe come back into contention. But, I do still see it. I still see it as one of three at the moment. I still see it as Brazil, Spain, or France. Brazil and Spain are on each other's path. So we won't have to face them now. That's good for England. But France are in our path. And that is a worry. If we play one half like we did today, or the two halves we did against USA, against France, we will not be progressing.
I quite agree with you. I think we have the players. Again, as we've said, I don't think we have the manager. And I hate to say this, and I agree with you. I hope he proves us wrong.
But on today, today at half-time, somebody said something and someone made a tactical change, and that did change the game around.
Yeah, but was that Southgate or was that the
Rashford and Foden switched sides. Foden playing on his more natural left side, which is where he plays for City. Rashford actually playing opposite because he also plays on the left side for Manchester United when he plays his best games for Manchester United. But
2 goals.
It worked.
2 goals.
Yeah, 2 goals. One with a free kick, so it didn't matter which side he was playing on.
Yeah.
But the other did come from the right-hand side, and Foden's goal came from the left-hand side. So maybe going forward, they're starting to figure out what is the right formation. There's some players that got some minutes today in the second half who need minutes. Phillips, for example. Walker played. I don't mention the City players. Of course I mentioned the City players. Grealish came on as well.
Right.
Grealish came on and got a few more minutes. But Grealish seems to be coming on as like an impact player at the end of the game. And I don't think Grealish really deserves that sort of treatment. He is a talent.
Look, I think we have a great array of talent. I've said this before. I think we have the potential to do well, in the World Cup. Do I think we can win it? Look, I don't know. I don't want to make predictions. I think the way we're playing at the moment, we won't go past the better teams. But again, we got to the semi-finals in 1990 with Brian Robson after a really bad start. 2 draws and a 1-0 win against Egypt in a qualifying rounds. And I was there. I followed England in the World Cup. We played Ireland. We played
Belgium in the last 16. David Platt in extra time.
Yeah. So
I mean, it can happen. It can happen. And actually, not conceding goals is quite important in World Cups. I think if you've got a good defence, you can go far. England haven't conceded a goal in the last 2 games, so we have got a chance. We have got a chance.
And what do you think of Maguire? His performance so far?
It's amazing. He's very well rested, that's for sure. He's not been playing for Manchester United, and then to come in and do the performances he had. I think we give him all credit there. We're slagging him off prior to the tournament, but actually give him all credit. He's come in and done the job.
But can you really give him credit? Because you're talking about Maguire against Iran, against USA, against Wales. We're not talking about Maguire against France, against Brazil, against Spain, teams like that. So,
well, yeah, and we conceded 2 goals against Iran. One of them was definitely Maguire's responsibility, if you like. Maybe that's when we'll find out. But 3 games will have given him confidence.
I hope so. He has had 3 good games, but
maybe that's what he needs. Maybe it's his confidence is dropped, and he was as a player that a lot of Premier League clubs were looking at him before Manchester United bought him, including Manchester City. And we always say, joke as Man City fans, that we dodged a bullet there, but maybe his confidence is low. Maybe he's a confidence player. His confidence should be back a little bit by now. 2 clean sheets there. He's part of that defence that's organising those, yes, against the USA and Wales, but USA did actually have some very good chances, and he was actually paramount in keeping England at a clean sheet in that. So yeah, I think
fair enough.
I think let's give the players a chance. We should really give Southgate a chance, shouldn't we?
Oh, definitely. Look. I'm not anti-Southgate. Okay, I lack confidence in him. But like I said before, I lack confidence in Arteta. And look where he's taken Arsenal. So I'm behind the team. I'm behind the manager. Okay, I want us to do well. I want us to win this World Cup. I hope we do. And I'll be the first person to turn around and say, my bad. Okay, I made a mistake.
Yeah. And do you want that hat deep fried or sautéed?
Whatever. So listen, what is your prediction for the game against Senegal?
I think you're right. I think it's on paper we should win that game. You know, they are missing their key player really, Mane. But they have done well already in the summer, and it's shown that missing a key player hasn't been detrimental to teams that play as a team.
Agreed. Yeah.
And I think they've done well. You know, they come back from their opening defeat and put some good results together. So it'll be difficult. It was difficult for England. Which England turn up? The team that turned up in the second half today, or the team that turned up in the first half?
Completely agree with you. Well, anyway, we'll be back with you lot for the game against Senegal. You'll be here, I hope, if you can.
It's on Sunday, I believe
so, yeah.
I should be able to make that then.
Oh, brilliant. Not a school night.
Well, it is a school night. It's a school night. It's not.
Oh, yeah. Okay, great. Well, listen, anyway, so from me, I'm out, Matt.
Yeah. Thank you, anyone who's listened.
We're out.
Good luck for England. Good luck for your team, whoever you're supporting.
Good luck to everyone, but mainly us. We're out.